Well, we're here in Salem, New Hampshire with the Breitbart TV cameras, and this is the Elks Lodge where Rick Santorum is having an event one day before the New Hampshire primary. But this is Breitbart, and that's not really the story. Hey, here's the story. It's a Santorum event, and check it out. The Ron Paul bus is here. They're here to protest at another candidate's event. Let's go find out why. You guys want to talk? Yeah? Cool? Yeah. Fun? Okay, yeah, so here we are. So these are the Ron Paul supporters, and they're here protesting at, what's this event?
Rick Santorum.
Right, so come on, why are you here at a Santorum event to campaign for Ron Paul? Isn't that kind of, I don't know, a little classless, right?
I don't think so.
Well, but this is for Santorum. Why don't you guys have a Ron Paul event, and then people, I mean, it's not like he's not getting enough attention.
We just want people to know that they have a choice no matter where they are, that there's other options.
You think people in New Hampshire don't know that there's a choice?
They have a better choice.
Yeah. Ah, I see. All right. So can I ask you a couple of questions on the issues? Because you got the bus here. Now, are you guys with this? This is a super PAC, right? Ron Paul Revolution, isn't it?
Well, there's the Revolution PAC, Rev PAC, but this is just grassroots. You know, that's just the logo.
Banner.
This is just a bus with a logo on it.
Big message. I bet you got the Revolution logo. A big message from their ads that I've seen is it's very much a peace, anti-war, pull all our troops back home, right? That's a big message from that super. All right. So my question is, what happens when we pull out our troops from South Korea?
We save a lot of money.
Okay, what about the lives of the South Koreans?
Well,
you see, North Korea and South Korea are separated by the demilitarized zone, and our troops have been there since the war.
And we're separated from them by an ocean and boundaries of countries.
Yeah,
right.
So why do we have to use our money for them?
So we should have never gone into South Korea.
It depends. I mean, if there was a threat to us, if they were attacking us.
Hey, but you know history. You're a Ron Paul supporter, so I mean, right? So you know what happened back during the Korean War. Should we have committed troops to South Korea to fight against the North Koreans?
No.
No. And so
there's no direct conflict with us. We shouldn't be involved.
So you're
without a vote from Congress, without people authorizing their own money to be spent outside of our borders.
I understand.
Taxpayer dollars.
Well, obviously, Congress did authorize money to go for the South Korean war.
They never declared war.
But they did. Well, that's a separate issue.
No, it's the main issue. The Constitution says Congress has to declare war, and Congress hasn't declared war since World War II. Every conflict the military's been sent to has been unconstitutional, and that's what Dr. Paul says all the time, and that's what the politicians in Washington don't care about, which is the Constitution.
So you're okay with the entire peninsula of Korea looking like North Korea does right now?
No.
Why are you
because that's exactly what would have happened.
We're not okay with that, but we're also not okay with having our money put to that cause without our permission.
So you don't think that our money was well spent in the South Korean war?
It doesn't matter whether or not we think it's well spent. Without our authorization, it's still our money. The Congress doesn't have the right to delegate our money to special interests.
Dr. Paul always quotes,
I
believe it was Thomas Jefferson who said, "Peace and commerce with all nations, entangling alliances with none."
Okay. So your opinion is that Congress can't authorize money to be used for any military venture at all without declaring war.
Watch out, guys.
The Constitution is very clear. The President is the Commander-in-Chief. Congress, the people declare war. So once the Congress declares war, then the President can command the troops.
That's a fine answer to a question I didn't ask. Can Congress commit money to pay for troops to fight overseas without declaring war?
No.
Charlie.
All right. Even though that has been tested at the Supreme Court level and they have approved it.
Of course they have. I mean, this
right now.
If you're being ordered and you're going, I'm talking about having people volunteer their own money instead of taking taxpayer money for causes they believe in. If you believe that we need to be in Iraq or South Korea or doing that, then you should put your money up instead of taking taxpayer money who haven't volunteered for that.
I'm sorry, guys put their lives up to do this. And by the way, guys put their lives up to do this, and they believe in the mission.
Just because they're willing to risk their lives doesn't mean they can take our money, though.
I can only speak for myself. I served in the Marine Corps. I served 2 years, or 4 years, excuse me. In 2007 is when I heard Dr. Paul in those debates, and that's what really intrigued me. And I'm actually kind of upset with myself that I didn't support him in 2008. He didn't get the nomination, but I was in Japan and I couldn't speak out. I couldn't speak out in who I was in favor of. But when I was looking at all the candidates that I wanted to support, Dr. Paul was the only one on stage actually speaking truth The other ones were just regurgitating talking points, and you could pretty much tell that they were fake, like most politicians. And when I saw his integrity, I saw his character, I thought that was rare. And I knew that there was something special about the guy, and I traveled from Virginia. A lot of these Romney supporters, Gingrich supporters, are being paid for by the campaign. They have lodging paid for, their gas paid for, their food paid for. I came here at my own dime, and glad I did, but I think all these gotcha questions are a little lame, and you guys should stop it.
How are they gotcha questions? These are very specific. No, wait, hold on. Name me one gotcha question that I asked. I'm very, because I'm sensitive to that. We watch the media all the time.
You seem sensitive.
I seem sensitive. Okay, what is the gotcha question that I asked?
I think you just need to stop. This is just unfair, and it's completely unbecoming of what honest journalism is all about.
Okay, what I'm trying to do is ask you questions about Ron Paul's policies.
What's Breitbart TV?
I don't know, would you describe it as journalism?
I would. All right. You said if you think bin Laden attacked us. Do you think bin Laden attacked us?
Do I? No comment. Well, he was never on the CIA's list for it, so.
FBI most wanted.
Yeah, FBI is most wanted.
Do you think bin Laden attacked us?
I reserve judgment on that.
I don't have enough information.
And how are we supposed to trust a secret organization to tell us the truth? Like we have an organization like the CIA who is totally secret and there's no oversight, no accountability. How are we supposed to trust that?
So if you're not sure one way or the other, do you think that our military at the command of Barack Obama murdered Osama bin Laden?
If you believe he was there.
That's another thing. How are we supposed to trust that we
How do we even know he
got
was
him?
there, that any of that happened?